Right folks, it's that time of the month again. I've come in from work after a long day and White Dwarf is here. So let's get cracking and see what's in it. I've already seen some bits and pieces floating around on the internet whilst I've been at work. Oh man, look at that. The repulsor. I want one so bad. There we go. Index of Astartes, the long-awaited return of the legendary series. Oh, cool. Got Battle Report, Age of Sigmar, and Space Marines basically. So let's have a look and see what is in here. So Call's plan comes to fruition. Basically the Primaris stuff is here and it has landed, and in what a way it has. So the cover feature, we've got the Space Marines. We'll have a closer look at them in a few moments. So what have we got? So Space Marine Codex is out now. £30, not a bad price. I've seen it. It's big. It's big. We've also got the Space Marine data cards. So number 1 to 6 is Space Marine specific, and there is a Astartes dice as well, but I'm not that bothered about them. Let's have a look. Alongside all lovely new miniatures and brand new codex, the Space Marines also get a set of 20 call pattern Mark 10 random number generators, also known as 6-sided dice. Here we go, the Redemptor Dreadnought. I know online there's just been an absolute influx of pictures of the Redemptor everywhere, and it looks like a fabulous kit. When I was at the tournament on Saturday, Justin was building his up, and it looks massive. It's bigger than a Leviathan. Apparently you can swap the weapons as well. They don't need to be magnetized or anything, which is obviously even better. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting one of those. Aggressors, I like the idea of them. They're like mini Centurions in Gravis armor, so they're still toughness 5. The leg poses on them look a bit ridiculous though, and that's the only thing I don't like. Other than that, I like the rest of them. Right, so sorry about that. The batteries ran out and I didn't really want to go back and do the whole thing again. So, the aggressors, I've heard mixed things about them. It's £30 for 3. They seem pretty cool models, but I think a lot of people were a bit skeptical about the rules and the firepower and stuff that they dish out. So, we shall see about them. But they're also available now. We've then got the Repulsor. The Repulsor is £50, pre-order now, available 5th of August, so that'll be out this Saturday. And it looks like a land speeder and a land raider had a baby, basically. But it looks fantastic. The sheer amount of guns on it is unbelievable. I dread to think how long that would even take to actually build. But yeah, that looks pretty damn cool. We've then got the Intercessor multi-part kit. It's £35 for 10, so it is an increase on the normal tactical squad, but they are a lot bigger models, very nicely sculpted, and it does look as though there's a couple of different options available for them. I think one of them is like an Assault 2 rifle, and then one of them is apparently the Stalker, which is similar to what the Deathwatch had in 7th, but again I don't know what the rules are. They're pre-order the 5th, so they'll be available to buy next Saturday. We've got the Hellblasters there as well, and I think this is the heavy version, and then that's the rapid fire one that you get in the Dark Imperium box. So again, they're £35 for 10, it looks like. So yeah, at least you could build them multiple ways if you want to. It looks as though here the Sergeant's got a plasma pistol and a heavy incinerator as well. Here we go, even more stuff. So we've got the Inceptors, which are pre-order the 12th of August, available the 19th. So, is that... Yeah, they're available after that. So that must be the last influx of them. Because the Reavers are available now, but these guys look pretty cool because the shields are different on the heavy bolter variant. The leg poses are a little bit different as well. I thought the ones in Dark Imperium were quite cool. Were a little bit goofy. So they're £30 and they're available from the 19th of August, and that's for 3, so they're not too bad. Of course, you've got the plasma variants there, and the Reavers are already out now, £35 for 10. So, you know, the boxes of 10 don't seem too bad, but I think the 3 for £30, I think maybe as if they'd been about 25. They are bigger, but still. And then we've got the Chaplain and the Apothecary, which are available to pre-order now. $22.50 each. I know a lot of people weren't too happy about the price hike on them. But if you're a fan of Age of Sigmar, you'll know that most characters tend to be around £20. Yeah. I'll say no more on the matter regarding the pricing. We've got the Ultramarines upgrade kit, which looks pretty cool. So that's £10. Probably similar to the Blood Angel ones and everything that's out currently. Ah, here we go. Now this is what I don't get, right? It's great that they're bringing the Grey Knight Codex and the Chaos Space Marine Codex out, but they're coming out on the 12th of August, but the rest of the Space Marine stuff's out after it, so why not just put all the Space Marine stuff out before it? It's one squad, you could have just moved it forward. Voldus is available from by himself for the first time, he's £20. We've got the Chaos Space Marine data cards and the Grey Knight data cards, and of course both codexes. All of that is also available for pre-order on the 5th. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff coming out really quickly as well. Path to Glory book for Age of Sigmar is already out. That's out now. I think that came out last week or the week before. I haven't looked into that, but it does look pretty cool. And of course you've got the 3 new Start Collecting boxes. This one I was gutted about because if you followed me back in May and June, you'd see that I got a Beastclaw army and I bought a Stonehorn and a box of Mournfangs separately. And even with the 15% off from Martin, this comes in ridiculously cheap compared to buying them separately. The Fireslayer one, apparently the Magmadroth used to be 65 by itself. But I think they've repriced that now. But yeah, I would potentially pick another one of these up, but I've already got 3 big guys and 8 Mournfangs, so probably not. Demons of Tzeentch, when it should be Demons of Slaanesh. Yeah. Well done, White Dwarf team. News from Middle-earth, so we've got more stuff coming out for The Hobbit. So we've got the Trollbrute and of course the Great Eagles. More Black Library stuff coming out, and it's really nice that they're actually supporting all this and doing books based around most of the characters and heroes as well. Latest from Forge World, so it looks as though we've got a few upgrades to, is that the Thunderhawk? It is. So it's just showing you a few close-ups there of the Thunderhawk. Video game news. Talisman got upgrades for Sanctus Reach, Blood Bowl 2 Legendary Edition. We've got the First Strike and the No figure starter sets as well. Great ways to get into the game. £25 for this one, and you get 6 Poxwalkers, 3 Plague Marines, 3 Intercessors, 3 Reavers. The £50 one you get in the Drone, the Lord of Contagion. 10 Poxwalkers, 6 Plague Marines. You get 5 Intercessors, 3 Inceptors, a Captain, and 5 Hellblasters. And of course you do get the fold-out mats in there, a mini rulebook, and the box doubles over as terrain. So that's pretty damn cool. Got the readers' letters, and a little bit more updates to the new codexes that are coming out. Those pictures are really small actually. There's a couple there for the what is it? Chaos Space Marine stuff. So yeah, new set of powers and things there as well. It's really small actually. I can barely make that out myself. So what else have we got? Tactical Imperialis. So we've got 66 new stratagems, There are 3 new codexes released this month. All of these, all 3 feature army specific stratagems, so there's 66 altogether between all the different Traitor Legions, the Grey Knights, and of course the Space Marines. And that's in addition to the 3 that's in the rulebook. We've got, let's have a look. So Raven Guard Chapter Tactics, we've got stuff, for the Word Bearers, let's have a look. So you can add 1 to the 2 wound roll for Khorne Berserkers. And it looks as though there's a stratagem to make them fight again. Wow, that's brutal. And there's also information here on the Grey Knight. So for a single command point, Grey Knight players can use Mental Focus Stratagem. It enables a Grey Knight Psychic to cast an additional psychic power that phase. That could be handy on any unit. But what about a character such as Grandmaster Voldus, who can already cast 3 psychic powers per turn as it is? He could hit a unit with Purge Soul, another with Smite, a third with Vortex of Doom. Tom will be over the moon to know that that's back. Or perhaps one unlucky unit with all 3 powers. But what do you get with the last extra power? Gate of Infinity perhaps, and he can teleport himself away from any enemies seeking revenge, and ensure that you get the final life-saving psychic power to work. You could always use the Psychic Channeling Stratagem, enabling you to roll 3 dice to cast the power and pick the 2 highest. That is fantastic and really good news for Grey Knights. So Index of Starties looks as though it's going to be back. Loads of background fluff about the Space Marines there. Primaris organs as well. So let's have a look. A full article here actually about all of the new Primaris stuff, which I'll certainly be reading. A full array of all of the... Let's have a look. All of the guns. So you've got an auto bolt rifle, a bolt carbine, the normal bolt rifle, a stalker bolter, the auto bolt storm gauntlet. You've got the grapnel launchers. There we go. So you've got the plasma pistol, plasma exterminator, plasma incinerator, heavy plasma incinerator, and assault plasma incinerator. So all some really cool stuff there. And a bit more information about the Reavers. And in general the Primaris stuff. Dreadnought. Here we go, now we're talking. And there's Gulliman himself, led by what looks to be nearly an entire company of Primaris Marines. And that is a sight to behold. Look at that. They're nearly as big as the Centurions. That's nuts. So we've got the General's Almanac. Let's have a look. It's our occasional series of gaming in Age of Sigmar, where you bring your thoughts and advice from the finest generals of the mortal realm. So that'll be interesting to see other people's thoughts on that. So this must be the battle report that's ongoing. Yep, it's Blood and Glory, and that's some fantastic terrain there, sculpted with the, looks like a Dragonfate dais. I definitely need to get some Age of Sigmar terrain done. The trees, the ghostly trees look beautiful. I'll definitely be having to read that, because Stormcast versus Tzeentch. Ultimate Guide to Traitor Legions. Oh, there's going to be loads of stuff in here. Yep, so it's showing you bits and pieces about each of them. It's nice that they've divvied them out, like what they have in the Space Marines. Because for a long time I feel they haven't. And then last year we got the Traitor Legion book. And then all of a sudden it was basically taken away because of it. So never mind, at least they are bringing it back though. And I did notice on the Warhammer community page, they did say that Thousand Sons and Nurgle Death Guard would be getting their own codexes, and I'm just knocking the camera over all the time here. So more information in the background. Come on, Abaddon's tiny. He needs a new model so bad. I hope they do bring one out, but it doesn't look as though they are. So we've got Space Marines here. From each of the chapters, it looks as though the guys have been converting these up and painting them up as different chapters, which is really cool. So Mortal Realms, so we've got information about Age of Sigmar. It's nice that they're still pushing Age of Sigmar, but I hope they don't forget about it. I know the General's Handbook is coming soon. Again, that's been teased out on the community page. Temporal Distort, going back to some of the old White Dwarfs. I remember this assembling the tents. And I remember actually when the Falcon came out, I had that issue, believe it or not. It was a great kit. So Tale of Four Warlords continuing again and expanding the armies. Of course, Craftworld has a Wraith Knight. Very overcosted compared to what they were, but very good as they stand. We've got the Space Marines adding some Hellblasters, and the Guard player adding some tanks. Chaos Space Marine player adding some Cultists and a Vindicator. The Fate of Connor campaign is ongoing at the moment. I've played a couple of games towards it. 2 of them have been battle reported, so you will see them in a week or two's time. So let's have a look. So this is giving information around the Path to Glory campaign. I don't feel this was pushed very well. I felt like they could have perhaps promoted it a little bit more, but never mind. And of course here we've got the Sylvaneth, Seraphon on display. I do love the Seraphon models, all the dinosaurs and everything. Some really cool models with them. I love Liam's actually. This Storm Surge is fantastic. I absolutely love how the blue really pops against the purple. Theory of colour. So, given a nice colour wheel there for you to be able to follow your, what's it called? For your shades down. And believe it or not, actually, this is pretty much exactly what I do. Corn Red, Mephiston, Evil Sons. Apart from I then go Wild Rider. Same going with the orange. I've got the same with the yellow. Greens I use, the blues and the purples. I use all of these colours that are on here. I don't have Blue Horror, but that's it. And even the blacks through the greys as well. And we've got some close-ups of some models here. And look at this, Gene Stealers, and there's a Harlequin. Come on, White Dwarf team, sort it out. Right, let's have a look then. We've got some, looks as though this might be the Golden Demon stuff. Wow, some fantastic, I love that Griffin. And I love the display that they've used a couple of the Ruin kits with the Dragonfade Dice base there. Beautiful display board. Some great sword painting. Here we go, converting the Grand Master in a Dread Knight. That is absolutely fantastic. Wow. I've never actually built a Dread Knight, so I don't know what the kit actually entails building, but I love that they've done the sword fist down. That's absolutely brilliant. I hope they actually bring like an upgrade kit or a model out for it. The lava effect that he's got on there is fantastic as well. I really like that a lot. Paint splatter. The new upgrade kits for the scenery. I've actually seen the leak for this online already. So these are the vines, and there's 3 different kits that you can actually get. One kit comes with 12 vines, so it must be 4 of this sprue. One comes with some bracken, and the other comes with some skulls. I think the skull one comes with about 120 skulls. But apparently this is flexible as well, so you can actually bend it. You can see here in the picture. So you can bend it around your bases and do it up as you see. So in here, for example, it's been painted up and then twisted round, which is really cool. And these must be the skulls. Oh, Deathworld Forest rules again. I'm glad that they brought these back, because mine are painted up, and I painted them just as you then couldn't use them any longer for their proper rules. But yeah, so I'll certainly have a look at them. There we go, we've got the full rules for them back. I need to paint mine of these up a bit different though, because I think mine are a bit plain. I wasn't too fussed on them. And then we've got the Sector Imperialis terrain, which I absolutely love. Warhammer World, it's been too long since I've been, I need to go back. And then we've got the Readers models. Let's see if there's anybody here that we know this time. So Amy Snuggs is in again. Tyler Mengel. Tyler wrote the Tomb Kings fan-made battle tome. Let's have a look. I don't recognise any of the other names, but always fantastic models. I love the Stealth Grey Ghost Keel. And Vox Chatter, stuff that's going to be coming next month, hopefully. Kharadron Overlords next month. Let's see what we've got next month. 30 years of Warhammer 40,000. Kit Bashing, the Tale of 4 Warlords, 2 battle reports, and much, much more. Don't let Chaos ruin your White Dwarf collection, so it's not really giving too much of a hint as to what's coming out in the next one. But that is everything that is in this month's White Dwarf. There's a lot of stuff coming out for 40k. Yeah, if I pick any of this up, I'm going to end up being skint. But that's it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the review, and please check out the rest of the channel. Thanks very much.